Alright, it is time for CSS Battle for September 5th. We have some squares. The small yellow square looks like a scaled down version of the bigger yellow square. Of course, the blue square is in between those two, which makes it hard to put there. You can't use things like box shadow with a size change easily because there's an element between them. And box shadows, their order is dependent on their parents' order. So, background of my HTML, I think, is just going to be whatever color that is. Body. Rotating bodies are not fun because they make their child elements rotate weird. Not fun and not possible are two different things. Let's try selecting the body, making background yellow, margin, I don't know, 50, oops, gotta have the right little characters in there, it doesn't work at all, 50, 70, rotate, I don't know what that is, 20 degrees, 15, looks like 10, 12. Maybe it was 15. Looks like it was 15. Okay. More margins on the side, 90. That looks right. So there's that thing. And now I need more things. Let's select a paragraph that doesn't exist yet, so I should create it. Paragraph. I'm not going to do more than one because I'm just going to confuse myself. Padding 20. Okay, you can kind of see the edge of it back there. I'm going to make its background red for a minute. There's the thing. All right, so it's rotated again. Since this rotate is here, it gets rotated 30 degrees, so 15 and 15. Confusing. So if I have to rotate it 0 if I only want it rotated the same as the background. Yeah. Padding. 30. And 40. Looks kind of the right size. Let's try something. Let's try a Z index of 1, 2 for fun. I may have to do some position things to get that to work. I don't use Z index enough to remember exactly how that works. And let's do plus P, which doesn't exist yet. Background blue. So let's add that. There's that one. it is going to rotate minus 20 more, but that's not that important right now. About 256. Maybe it's minus 30, I don't know. Padding going to be 40, 100, margin 0. I just want to see if it's on top of or below the other thing. Margin 50. I'm just gonna position fixed. Okay, yeah, I was afraid of that. Just to make sure Z index -1. Oh, that works. That surprises me. Okay. Zero? Yeah, okay. All right. This rotation needs to be more minus 30. Look right. Now it needs to be bigger. Um, 28, 26, 27. This is going to change anyway because the padding's not right. I don't know why I'm messing with it. 50, 60, 2, 60. That looks right. And then it's going to be 150. What if this margin becomes 0, 0, 10, 11, minus 40. Positioning these things is always so confusing. 70, 60, then 20, 30, 40 is close. That's pretty close. Now if I get it the right color, that's pretty good. There are some edges, but that's not bad. Let's work on the other thing. All right, it needs to go down 60, 80, 70 might be close. That actually looks pretty good. Let's see if that's a match. It's been 8 minutes and we have a match. Okay. Optimize. We could. I don't see an obvious way to use box shadow between this thing and this thing, just because we have the Z index going on. I could use box shadow to get this color background, pink, I don't know, peach, whatever that is, color background. But if I'm not using that property anyway, is there really a reason to add it? I think no, because I can't use it for anything else. If I were using it for something else, then it would make sense. I don't currently see that as helpful. I use background 3 times, 4 times total. So let's go ahead and make that a variable, which will save some characters. I'm just going to call it B for background. And then I can replace these. All right, margin. I only use twice more. Replacing that with a variable won't save me any characters. Rotate. I only use that twice more. That won't save me any characters. Padding is only once more. That won't help. Z index margin. Nope. Yeah, I'm out of great ideas. Well, that wasn't such a great idea, but I'm out of ideas to optimize more. I'm not using units anywhere except degrees. You can replace degrees with radians, but you end up with long decimal numbers, which isn't helpful. And radians takes just as many characters as degrees to write. Sometimes you can replace degrees with percentage. So 15, let's do it here. 15 divided by 360. 260, I don't know why I'd write that. 360 is not a useful number. So it would be 4.1%. That's not helpful. 0. I don't think I can get away with saying 0 in anything but degrees. Nope. Doesn't like percent, doesn't like just 0. Has to be degrees in that case. Can save a space here. Can I replace margin 50? So that's 25. That's, what is that? Yeah, 12.5% is not saving any characters. Padding of 30. I don't know what the 8.5%. Nope. No whole number, so not helpful. Padding here is going to be 20%. 5, 6, 7, 27. See if that's still a match. Yeah, I don't know why I'm chasing all these. Oh, not a match. Great. All right, I'm just going to minify. We're going to call it good because this is not going to win any prizes today. So let's minify and call it good. Two hundred 24 characters. I kind of feel like I could do this without the Z index. I don't know if it's going to be more characters or not. Maybe I'll play with it. It's not going to make a world of difference. I'm going to be over 200 either way. So, calling that good. Thanks for watching. See you next time.